Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. Now it's real time. Sponsored by Cokewell Casino Resort.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got David Hawken here in the studio from Hawken Fishing. Don't you dare.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can step up. You can't do that.
I got quads.
We got him here in the studio on a Saturday morning. It's great to see you, man.
Thank you.
How are things?
Wonderful.
Busy?
Busy. Very, very busy.
Okay, nobody cares about business. Have you been fishing? Have you been catching?
I'm going fishing today.
You're going fishing today?
I am.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be up on the Lewis searching for... The Lewis is a big place.
It is. It's a huge place.
Okay.
Huge place.
I'm going to the Cowits. Okay? I'm going to the Cowits.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's a big place.
Well, are you going to be twitching?
I will be twitching, yes.
Okay. And there's a number of reasons for that. Number one, you make arguably the best jigs that are on the market. There's a lot of companies out there that make them. You were in the very front end of making the quote unquote twitching jigs with some of your pro staffers from up north, weren't you?
I was. Actually, we started with steelhead and arrow jigs, and then we jumped over to twitching jigs, and for a while, we couldn't give them away.
Right.
And then Bob Kratzer and Bill Meyer went up on the Cowits, and now we can't make them fast enough.
Right.
It is the greatest thing ever.
Okay, hold on. Everyone, listen to what I'm about to ask, because if I don't ask this question with you here in the studio, I'm going to get in trouble.
Go for it.
Wobblers were a huge thing this year. And I got hammered that you didn't have any on the market.
What are they?
Exactly.
What are they?
I want you to tell everyone what you've told me in the past. You just couldn't get rid of them because nobody was fishing them that way anymore, and now everybody wants them back. You're going to still be in the market.
We are in the market for wobblers. Yes,
okay.
We make them. We paint them. Spinners and spinner blades and 360s are kind of a thing on the Columbia.
We get it.
But now things are starting to revert back to the days of guys wanting to sit on anchor.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to start building them again.
Okay.
But the demand just hasn't been there.
Well, it is now.
It is there now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so I had to do that just because the amount of questions this past August were relentless, dude. I mean, really, people want them, and I just want them to know that you still will be producing them.
We still produce them. I should say, we will start producing them again, but our paint booth we're working 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
My poor paint guys they need days off.
I get it.
But they don't get them because we got to paint.
Okay.
So,
as long as I needed to answer, because there were questions that, hey, did Hawken get out of making Simon Wobblers? I mean,
no.
The originals, okay. So good. We got that out of the way. But now, let's take a shot with the Kershaw Tech Cam. And I just want to show you a quick array of twitching jigs. Now, this isn't rocket science or anything that you haven't seen here on Outdoor GPS in the past. But a couple of things that we wanted to make sure to show you. First thing,
3/4 ounce.
3/4 ounce.
Yeah.
Now, I only say that because we've been wanting a 3/4 ounce size twitching jig for a long time, and now it's become extremely popular.
It has become extreme. It used to be a 3/8 show, then it jumped to half. And half for the last at least 3 years has been the primary go-to. Now everybody's gradually moved up to the 3/4 ounce, and I mean, half is still a primary, but the 3/4 seems to be doing better than the 3/8 just because guys can get down, and the flows and the places you're fishing for these fish are usually a little bit deeper. So that's why we made the 3/4.
Okay, and that was my next question is why is it becoming more popular? And that's a perfect explanation. It gets you to where the fish are faster, and then also allows you to maintain that twitch in the strike zone, which is in front of the fish, down low. Don't be bringing, in this upcoming segment, we're gonna have a video clip where Mr. Kratzer will break that down very specifically. But, okay, so you got 3/8, half ounce, 3/4 ounce.
Correct.
Okay, so my favorite style of your twitching jig for a long time, and I'm no expert by any means, as you all know, but the twitching death jig is one of my favorites. I love the squid body. I love how it darts and bounces around from one side to the other. You can fish it a little bit different than, say, the traditional twitching jig, which you can see here. I think we're going to be able to get you a shot, but we're going to also show you the articulation and why those silvers just love that particular style of twitching jig. But different colors makes a big difference, right? Now, if somebody were to go over to Fisherman's or to website, whatever it is, and they're buying twitching jigs, the 3/4 ounce or whatever it might ultimately be, is there a more popular color combination than another? And is the twitching death jig something that's still a top seller for you, or is it pretty much stay with the arrow jig?
The rabbit is king.
Okay.
It's not even close. I said that these definitely have their place. Higher, muddier water, heavy flows, and those type of things.
Sure.
But when it comes down to lifelike action, I don't know if you can you get on the, there we go.
There we go.
So I think you can see this one here. You can see the lifelike action of these jigs in the water.
Yes.
You cannot beat that. It looks alive, and as I said, as you twitch, it drops. That's what the fish are seeing. They're picking it up on that drop right there.
Look how big it is, though. I mean, the profile gets huge.
It does get huge, but I can guarantee you this.
No, but that's what the fish want, of course.
It is very, very, very effective. It's been described to me as far as, you know, the guides that know this stuff. Again, I'm as smart as what I go out and do. I'm not doing it every day. The guys that are out there every day, this is the size, this is the shape, this is that lifelike action those fish are after to trigger them to go after it aggressively.
Right.
And I have not seen this myself, but when you've got guides that know what they're doing, they'll catch every fish in the hole, because this is just, the fish get frenzied. They start seeing that, you know, lifelike action darting away, and they cannot resist to come over and grabbing that thing.
I think, and again, I'm not going to speak for Bob or any of the folks up there. That'd be stupid. But y'all know when silvers get into a big hole, they get into a big group, and they just get lockjawed, right? They're just very negative. They're not interested in biting. They're not really chasing anything until one of them, just like you mentioned, gets excited and maybe bites or chases down your jig or whatever it might be. Even if somebody else is there and they hook a fish, that's a really good thing, because that one fish that gets excited will trip the trigger of all the rest of them. And you can go from a very slow, negative situation to, holy crap, get your gear back in there and start working through the fish. And that's what twitching will do for you. I mean, is that a safe assumption?
That's what happens. They get frenzied and they go after it. It's just getting that first one to take, and then it's just snowballs from there.
Okay.
So unlike bobber and eggs, you're going to hook that first fish. You know, they might get wise to it after a while. It's as though they can't get wise to these, because it's like a predatory, it's a attack instinct. It's a chase cat and mouse type of program where they're trying to catch that jig. And that's why it's so darn fun.
And they get very competitive.
They get competitive.
They get really, where you're about to go today, I had a chance to hang out with one of my favorite people to fish with a couple of years ago, and watching those fish go from completely negative, get into the hole, hook a fish, and then all of a sudden see 2 or 3 of them that are around it. It was almost literally every single cast, but then of course everything changes, because you either work your way through them all or spook them all, and they would just work their way out of the hole. But it is a way that you can get them to go. And there's a number of things that you can do. Spinners, plugs, yes. But twitching jigs, this upcoming segment, we're going to show you a video clip that'll really explain that cadence, what it is that you're looking for, and really just the technique of it all that you're going to have to really get good at. Now, I know a lot of guys, myself included, that don't really do it the right way, because we get the advice from Bob and others, experts from sportsman shows or whatever they might be, and it's hard to put your mind to what it is that they're telling you. So we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to kind of intro everything and then show you a quick video clip that Dave put together with Bob Kratzer from the river, but he didn't get a fish on film, and that one
we're
going to talk about it. We're going to talk.
We did catch steelhead, and we did catch silvers there. They're just not on camera.
Okay. Yeah. See, you got to wait. Anyway, we'll be back with that in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.